This is America First, and here's your host, Dr. Sebastian Gorka.
I'm not exactly a t-shirt wearer. You know me, I'm a little bit more formal than that, but we do have a rather spiffy line of t-shirts. We're going to discuss a t-shirt that was sent to me by somebody I just met in Tulsa, Oklahoma. But first, have you seen our latest wondrous item at the Seb Gorka store? Yes, it is, of course, the Let's Go Brandon t-shirt. You've got to check it out. Let's Go Brandon. If you want to send a message to those around you that's a little bit more polite than the other version of that famous phrase, go to sebgorkastore.com. Buy for a friend. Oh, by the way, with all those ships off the coast in LA, buy American, not that Chinese garbage. Everything at our store, none of it comes from China. It's all American. It's great quality. We've got the If You're Woke, You're a Loser t-shirt from the president that we did in honor of his coming on the show. We've got the Make America hoodies, the Tervis Stay Frosty tumblers, the I'm a MAGA Man mugs. I mean, it's just superb. All of it's superb. But let me talk to you about another t-shirt that just arrived in the mail. It's from a crazy individual. His name is Cordie Williams. He's a doctor, but most important of all, he's a Marine. And he sent me a very delightful piece of a garment to do with this country and kind of explains why he's taken the decision he's taken. Dr. Williams, welcome to America First.
Well, thank you so much for having me on, Sebastian. It's an honor, and I think you're going to look a lot better in that shirt than I do, but hey, I'm just trying to keep
Oh, I don't know. You're a pretty fit dude. You could still be in the Marine Corps. Mr. Dr. Williams, tell us what's on the shirt you sent me and why it has encouraged you to make a certain political decision of late.
Well, you know, it says 1776 forever free, and, you know, I think that there's so many Americans that the last 15 months have really felt more than any time in our history that, you know, the rug of freedom has kind of been pulled out from under them. And, you know, like any small business, my wife and I run a chiropractic practice in Carlsbad, California. And, you know, we felt the same way and started doing rallies up and down California to get our freedom back and really just trying to teach the people the Constitution and what it stands for, what we put our right hand up. You know, when we swore an oath to defend all enemies, foreign and domestic, well, we have a domestic enemy. We have a domestic terrorist. And it's called communism and socialism. And 1776, forever free, stands for choice for every single American, and really teaching them that if we're going to get this country back, Seb, we got to take it back.
So how are you going to take it back? Where do you live, and what's your big plan that you announced to me as we had a cigar in Tulsa last week?
Yeah, well, I'm going to run for U.S. Senate against Alex Padilla. I haven't officially announced yet. We're in the exploratory phase, but that special announcement will be coming very, very soon.
So we're talking about Kamala Harris's old seat, correct, Dr. Williams?
Yes, sir, we are. And people say I'm crazy, but God's telling me to do it, so I'm following what he says, not what they say.
And so we had a fascinating discussion as to your attitude to everybody in this city who are the so-called experts, the so-called political advisors and strategists that are telling you what? What's the message that you're hearing from the swamp?
Well, Doc, they want everybody to tuck and run. And you trained Marines for years.
Yep.
And you taught Marines. And you know we don't tuck and run. And I see all these people saying they want to take the country back and, you know, we need to win the House and Senate. But a lot of these strategists, they want to go for the sure deals. They want to go for the same guys putting the same people back in office that we had this last election cycle. And last time I checked, we don't have a majority or even a supermajority in either one of them. So why are we not trying to fight in these states? Are we just giving up on blue states? Are we going to take the fourth largest economy in the world and say, well, California, you know, we don't really care what happened with the election. We're just going to check off the box and not even try? Because that's how we roll over into communism quicker.
But for me, look, and I'm an immigrant, maybe I'm not allowed to say this, but Cordie, it's un-American. I mean, to just say, oh, well, we're just going to write off a district or we're going to write off a state. Is that how America was created? Is that the spirit of 1776?
No, it's not. And, I also said to you that night, and I thought about it even more since then, is I think that we've been so socially conditioned to lay down our freedoms, to be compliant, almost like drone, almost like sheep. And, that 1776 spirit has to be taught again for Americans to know that education's good, litigation's great. I mean, I think these lawsuits are awesome. But at the end of the day, standing up and leaning in like these Southwest pilots are doing with civil disobedience, we've got to train people on how to do that because, to your point, they've forgotten how to do it.
And you've been, we just met at this function for a real MAGA candidate in Tulsa. We connected, but you told me this crazy story of all the rallies you're going to, even before you announce. There's a real energy out there, isn't there, Cordie?
There is. I mean, we've been on the road 3 weekends out of every month for the last 15 months. I've probably done at least 40 that we either sponsored or co-sponsored, and then we went national. I've been on stage with Brandon Strzok, Roger Stone, everybody you can imagine, General Flynn. And, God's really blessed it, and you can see Americans everywhere that are just like you and I, Seb. They're exactly like us. They want to stand up. They want to lean in. They know that America is about choice. And when you take away choice, you take away the republic. And people are sick and tired of it.
Yeah, it's the Marine way. You lean in, you run to the sound of conflict, to the sound of bullets. And it's the American way. It's how the republic was created. How can people follow you? How can they support you?
Yeah, I appreciate that. You can go to 1776foreverfree.com. You can donate there. You can go to DRCORDIE, Dr. Cordie Williams, all one word.com. And then I'll have links to Instagram and Twitter. We're all over the place, and we're lucky enough to be followed by Dr. Gorka. And Dr. G, appreciate everything you're doing. You guys are amazing. God bless you, brother.
1776foreverfree.com. Last 60 seconds, Cordie, your message to those who think, I'm a Californian or I'm in Massachusetts, I don't have a dog in this fight, or I can't make a difference.
If not now, then when?
Yeah.
And if not you, then who? That's what I would say to you guys. And I would also say that the only way that you're going to take back your country, it's by we the people. It's not by we the swamp. It's we the people. And so get involved. Go to your school boards. Share and like videos. Make your own videos. Education is important, but let's take the fight to them with civil disobedience, because you can see everywhere from Southwest, there's countless examples of how that is working, and we've got to start taking the fight to them.
It's a very simple question. Listen to what Dr. Cordie Williams, U.S. Marine, just said. If not now, when? As the border is open, as the Taliban is reinvigorated, as we've got 4 million extra unemployed last month, as they're trying to indoctrinate our kids in schools with sexually utterly perverse and debased materials, as they're clamping down on us with big tech, what else are you waiting for? This man has made a decision. He's got my support, 1776foreverfree.com. Dr. Cordie Williams, Semper Fidelis. This is America First. Don't touch that dial.